I'm bringing in an extra pair of hands.
The pneumatic sound for a glass swinging door was unnecessary.
So nobody you want to tell me why you just put me in a room with this teen crumpets eating criminal some
You got a big mouth on a small head.
I mean, it is a head that can knock out a dude wearing riot gear, though. But that was pretty funny, Mr. Statham. Or, no. What's his name? Mr. Shaw. I gotta stop doing that.
I don't care about you, your crew, or your little family. I'm here for Cypher.
What are you gonna do?
He's here for Cypher. Why? Well, actually, don't explain it. I don't care. I don't have the time.
Brother Owen, who could forget him, huh? Former Hellraiser and current guest at a nasty little black site prison. Cypher corrupted him, left him for dead.
Corrupted him? What, like, to the dark side, like a Sith Lord? So the Shaw brothers used to be the good guys?
Aside from myself, there's only 2 men in the world that have ever managed to actually track him down with.
I can't take any of you seriously. Sorry, my neck hurts.
Use God's eye. It can find anybody, right? Let's use it to find Dom.
Roman, that is a great idea.
You don't mean to tell me that wasn't the first thing you were going to do, right? I mean, knowing the government and just human nature in general, they should be using that tool as a crutch by now.
Got him. He's in London.
We've got a second match in Hong Kong.
Beijing and Seoul.
And Tokyo.
And just about every other major city on the planet.
And so, God's eye was where we started.
Okay, never mind.
See, simple solutions aren't going to cut it here, Slick.
Says the guy who got lifted into the air by his balls because he tried to emotionally blackmail a dude who could have used his bare hands to grind him into a protein powder to take before his morning exercise.
See, in order for God's eye to give off all these faults, means they have to be using a flea relay.
Which means it has a decaying sync random and track it back to the originating and find Dom's true location.
They got skills.
I don't know what anyone just said, and I'm not even sure it's real, to be honest.
This is interesting. Why? Because that's here.
You know, I think I could have written this movie. Random Spy Tech example 208. Good reflexes.
What the fuck?
That was really effective.
Look at this. Body's not even cold, Dom. Your family's already replacing you.
Dom isn't that stupid, is he?
What if I held it sideways?
What is he doing? Just covering them in glass?
Eat my poo.
Smart move embedding God's eye into the mainframe. Irritating to make me have to come all the way down here to get it, but...
I'm pretty sure God's Eye used to be a flash drive. Now it's bigger than a floppy disk. You guys remember when floppy disks used to always be used in movies as like the thing that held the key to saving the world or dooming the world? Bring back floppy disks. Just like give us the ability to store more stuff on them. It is actually satisfying. I do remember, I'm not that old, but I was born in 1998, so I know what it's like to push a disc into a computer and have that satisfying slunk kind of feeling as you push it in so that you can play SimCity 2000. Anyone with eyes and kissing experience, I guess, can tell he's not kissing her back. Now, what Letty should be doing is calling HR, because that's harassment right there. I'm kind of surprised they're even still using this location.
Brian would know what to do.
No, we can't bring Brian and me into this.
Fair enough, but Brian would probably have gone psychotic if Paul was alive to play him.
You could have stopped me, but you chose not to. Wonder what Letty thought about that.
Stop you and risk his son and baby mama getting killed? Right, sure. Well, I guess the promotion didn't work out. Well, this is... I'm gonna need a better word than awkward to describe this scenario. She literally gave birth to the kid and never bothered to tell him, had ample opportunity to tell him while she was pregnant, and she just decided to let the kid be born and not have a father. That's some shady ass behavior.
When I realized I was pregnant, you had just found out Lady was alive.
My dude, this is just messy, but also like, I feel like the kid deserved to meet his father.
I was going to tell you.
Everyone always says they were planning on telling you something, or at least that's what they tell you when you figure it out on your own before they were ready.
I call him Marcos. That's his middle name. I thought his father should give him his first name.
And what did the hospital think of that?
I'm sorry, Tom.
There's nothing to be sorry for.
Well, in this context, sure, but normally I'd probably be pretty miffed about the whole thing.
Whatever happens, just save our son. Your son.
You know, this is going to be an awkward conversation with Letty.
I just let the guards go, so there's only 2 opponents in the room. Rhodes has the gun, so you'll take him out first. I know you. Let me make it easier for you.
The Fate of the Furious. Psychological warfare. Or its version of it, anyways.
The moment you make a move, highly paid men with weapons will make their way into this room with one very specific instruction. It's to kill your son. Is that really a choice you want to make?
This is one of the better villains the series has had, which means she'll probably switch sides at some point and become a good guy in one of the future installments because it's Charlize Theron. They don't really want to waste her. No one's ever a bad guy forever, or no one's dead forever.
If I killed everyone on this plane, I still couldn't get in there. Because you're a 2-man failsafe system. Since I'm alone, I got no choice.
Roid rage. That necklace has survived a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, princess.
Funded, Terrell. But I've got a couple of minutes to spare. If you want me to send you to the hospital.
What a cohesive team.
Yo, Rules.
First off, that's not my name.
Little nobody.
Don't call me that.
That's about the best nickname he can ask for, to be honest. I mean, I can think of a few. I mean, let's start with the obvious one.
Ghost lights.
I thought untraceable aircraft was all internet conspiracy stuff.
It's not. Theoretically, if you know the right people who know the right patterns.
You can fly right through the blind spots completely undetected.
So you know where Dom is headed?
Yeah. New York.
A lot of words were used to say very little just now.
Well, guys, have a ball in the Big Apple.
Do people really still glorify New York? I mean, very specific example, but need I remind you guys of those stupid cameras they have that'll give you a noise ticket even if your car is stock? That place. The most enjoyment I'll ever get out of New York is listening to Moist Critical criticize it constantly whenever it's brought up.
Welcome to our new base of operations.
Eat I mean, these are the cars you use for, like, the Gumball 3000, not catching Interpol's Most Wanted. I feel like I've seen that Supra before, or at least one like it. I mean, I'd love to ask the owner questions about it, but I've learned that if you ask certain questions about the identity of certain cars, they get kind of defensive and have a stroke. Would you be up for giving me your VIN just so I can look it up in like a database just to see what it actually is? Like, obviously I'm not gonna give your VIN to people. What the f would I send you a fucking VIN number for, and what the f does that have to do it Fast and Furious? Do I look like I give a f that you cover behind the scenes? Don't ever ask me some stupid ass shit like that again, and if you don't like what the f I just said, you can come to my shop and I can see that shit to your fucking face, you fucking pussy. What the f is a fucking VIN number have to do it Fast and Furious? Don't ever fucking iMessage me again. Like, I'm pretty sure he had a stroke. I mean, it's entertaining, but it's also really annoying.
That the United States Army let me.
See, the Army's developing machines like this that soldiers can drive from a mile away so they can stay safe and alive. There's a backup driver's seat for those of us that like to get more hands-on.
No one is getting hands-on. She doesn't go on city streets.
Well, what's the point then?
Again, no,
That's $1 million show car. The point is,
$1 million in 2017? No, it's not.
This is a gift, a real gift. I know what you're doing. I like your beard. You're Blanta, Black Santa.
What even is this movie?